Introducing Great Choice by Greg Joyce.
Well, it's totally ad hoc snow day here. Greg Joyce has already made a choice. He's out somewhere in Florida.
Sounds like a pretty great choice given the inclement weather.
We've got millimeters of snow coming down in Portland. Dangerous.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but a light dusting has started to accumulate in several girders and beams.
We've actually taken the liberty of pre-recording this important, totally random segment for you with the full assumption that by tomorrow we will be straight headbands and compound bows trying to feed our families as best we can. So that being said, what great choice is this?
Well, this is Matt. Like Ron said, Greg is out already, and I noticed they're already salting the bike lanes here in Portland. So
sweet, great choice. Great choice.
Keep us safe.
Keep that gray from making people slip.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like putting a bunch of tiny marbles. It's like people are like losing control everywhere.
All right. Well, what do we actually do this week in the PRB? We got something to say, right?
Yeah. First up, we have the VirtueMark product importer from Arqual, and this actually imports products from VirtueMark, which apparently is a Drupal add-on. And you get not Drupal, Joomla. Pardon me. You get your Joomla database and the product image directory, and you can import them into concrete5 e-commerce.
Nice. Migrate away.
Cool.
Next up, we have Redirect After. This is from Akkad. And this lets you set a destination page to redirect folks to after a certain number of seconds. So you can have someone land on a landing page for 5 seconds and then send them somewhere else.
Cool. Nice. Yeah.
Handy.
Next up, we have Ronnie D ToolTip, and this is just a little tooltip add-on that lets you select some, helpful text to show up when you roll over your sort of kind of like a shortcode thing that you define on your site.
Right.
So very cool.
Glossary-ish kind of deal.
Yeah, makes sense.
Next one looks pretty heavyweight here.
This has been in there for a while.
This is Localizer from Locati. And this lets you translate all sorts of cool stuff like attribute set names and job set names and permission names and descriptions and all sorts of cool stuff that is not otherwise translatable sometimes.
Yeah, so a little background on this guy. This requires super bleeding edge version of concrete5, the master branch that's in Git. And to get all of this stuff translated. And Locati's been working with the core team over a period of a few months to make all these different items translatable, stuff that isn't static text in concrete5, so like attribute names, common attribute names, that kind of stuff. And this is also, since it's dynamic content, stuff that doesn't get put into translation files when we build the core. So it's possible that we might come up with a solution for stuff like this in the future, but if you need multilingual capabilities for all sorts of content in your site that's not being included in the static content file, this is a good one for you.
Sweet.
Next up, we have.
Oh gosh.
We've got a cute puppy. This is Simple Tabs from Stephen D. Malloy, and this lets you make some simple tab content in a what you see is what you get style editor, just like the content block for concrete5. It's a similar experience to that.
Nice.
Cool.
Next up, this is another pretty heavyweight developer-oriented add-on. This is Best Suite Expansion Kit from Herent. And this allows developers to quickly and simply set up sophisticated page editing applications for their clients. So you can actually create page types in a package, set them up in Composer, add a dashboard page for managing this stuff, and get it all registered and working on your client's site. So it seems like a package builder. I think Greg did some improving on this one, so I'm not intimately familiar with this, but it looks very powerful, very cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I can see
It's like a CRUD interface for page types, a little more scaffoldy than some of the Composer stuff that we have built into the core.
I wonder if you had something like a bunch of affiliates that you want to be able to make additional ones over time.
Yeah.
This would be a type solution that you would perhaps use to automatically provision that. Yeah.
All right, next up we have Social Timeline from Growth Curve, and this lets you display up to 14 social networks in one consolidated feed. It's got a bunch of different responsive layouts and lets you kind of scroll through in that timeline format that people are really familiar with from Facebook and whatnot.
Sweet.
Cool.
That's fun.
Next up is e-commerce product options with images, and this is from JB1. And this one lets you use a new customer choice with image product attribute that you can assign to different products on your site. And this will swap out the actual product image that's displayed in the product block or the product list, and then as you continue on with that customer choice, you can actually see the same image in the checkout and in the shopping cart.
Oh, nice. Now my red shirt could actually be red as opposed to blue.
Exactly. Now the sort of trade-off about this is it actually overrides your checkout pages. So this one is marked bleeding edge just because of that. Because in the future, yeah.
Still, nice idea.
Next up, we have Product Creative Slider, and this one comes to us from Sebastian J. And this is a very nicely done slider that is integrated with e-commerce, and also another one of his add-ons as well. And this takes your e-commerce product images and allows you to rearrange them into several different formats here, and it creates sliders with customizable colors and text.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
And then last but not least, we have 3 different themes to show you today. We have Dark Left, and this one comes to us from Vivid. This is an Ajax-driven responsive photo background theme, very nice.
Yeah, it's super elegant feeling.
Yeah, it's nice.
Then we have a theme called Jen, and this is from Chartan, and this is a responsive grid-based layout with a built-in slideshow and some cool effects.
Lovely.
And we also have this one for our last theme this week. We have Brand from C5 Web Design, and this is a slick, responsive theme for corporate, restaurant, and portfolio sites with a extended caption block included.
Nice. Those are some good themes.
Cool. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for filling in, Matt, and getting this done early for the eventual snowpocalypse. I know it's going to be upon us.
Yeah.
Stay warm, everybody.